The top stories: Addis Ababa University graduates over 8,000 students. And US, Asia and Europe swelter under record-breaking heat wave. Hello and thank you for joining us. You're watching Addis News Hour with the news. I'm Tabitha John. Stay with us. The Addis Ababa University graduated today more than 8,000 students in a colorful ceremony held at the Millennium Hall in Addis Ababa in the presence of Ethiopian President Safaricom Ethiopia, President of the Addis Ababa University Ahmed, Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Affairs Minister Demek Amakonnen, and family of graduates, among others. On the occasion, Safaricom Ethiopia called on graduates to overcome difficulties and work hard for the development of their country. Kasahun Chani has more.
The Addis Ababa University graduated today more than 8,000 students in a colorful ceremony held at the Millennium Hall in Addis Ababa. Among the graduates, 300 are PhD, while the rest graduated with an MA and first degree, it was indicated. Out of the total graduates, 34.8% are women. President Abiy, President Safaricom Ethiopia said this generation should overcome the difficulties it is currently facing in order to spur economic progress and change in Ethiopia. The Ethiopian president stated that the country needs a trained and educated workforce to make the transformation successful, adding that graduates have a key role to play in achieving a country's vision. The president of the Addis Ababa University, Ahmed, he stated that the institution has been fulfilling its obligations by developing professionals who support the nation's aspirations for growth and progress.
I urge the graduates to contribute to the growth and prosperity of Ethiopia by using the knowledge they have learned during their studies. I applaud our university for concluding the teaching and learning process effectively and recognize the effort put forth by the institution to increase its capacity for research and the pressing need for increased focus on safeguarding the quality of education.
It was noted President Safaricom Ethiopia, Deputy Prime Minister, Minister of Foreign Affairs Demek Amakonnen, President of Addis Ababa University, Professor Ahmed, families of the graduates, various nations ambassadors and others attended the ceremony.
Addis Ababa University has bestowed an honorary doctorate degree upon the founder of the renowned Macedonia Elders and Mentally Ill Persons Rehabilitation Center, Binyam Bellete, and the President Safaricom Ethiopia conferred the honorary doctorate degree upon Binyam Bellete and Debebe Shetu during the graduation ceremony of the university held today at the Millennium Hall in Addis Ababa. Binyam and Debebe have been awarded the honorary doctorate degree for the notable contributions they have extended to the country in their field of work, the president said. Meanwhile, Njibara University has bestowed an honorary doctoral degree upon the renowned Ethiopian singer and songwriter Jigayo Shibabao, popularly known as Gigi, during its graduation ceremony on Thursday. The university attributes the bestowment of the honorary doctorate on the artist to her outstanding contribution in promoting the Ethiopian music and culture of Ethiopians, as well as the Abiy community where she comes from, with exceptional capabilities. The artist's mother, Tenanye Siyum, has received the honorary doctorate from the university on behalf of Gigi, who is currently living in the United States of America. Gigi rejuvenated the Ethiopian music industry in the early 1900s with its popularly accepted and much appreciated Amharic and Agawnya songs. While handing over the honorary doctoral degree, President of Jigayo University, Gardacho Warku, said honoring Gigi means honoring Ethiopia, referring to her immense contribution to the nation's music industry. Born in Chagni Town, Amhara region in 1974, Gigi released dozens of songs included in 4 albums, combining original traditional sounds with a variety of international music. Gigi is also one of a few Ethiopian singers recognized globally, performing in a number of stages organized worldwide. Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed has held a phone conversation with President Volodymyr Zelensky of Ukraine on bilateral and international matters of mutual interest. The two leaders further discussed on the means and ways of bringing peace between Ukraine and Russia. The State Minister for the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia, Ambassador Misganu Arega, conferred with UN Undersecretary General for Peace Operations, Jean-Pierre Lacroix, on operating in the areas of humanitarian affairs and peace operations. Ambassador Misganu Arega also held a discussion with UN Assistant Secretary General for Humanitarian Affairs and Deputy Emergency Relief Coordinator Jose Msuya on issues of mutual concern.
Welcome to the land of origins. Commercial Bank of Ethiopia is pleased to serve all your traveler banking needs. If you have money from any of these 16 countries, you can convert it to local currency by visiting our nearest branch. Alternatively, our secure Forex ATMs accept cash exchange, or if you prefer using your cards, we've partnered with Visa, MasterCard, and UnionPay so that you can withdraw cash from our local ATMs or make cashless transactions at thousands of local POS partners securely and with confidence. We are linked with more than 700 global banks through our direct SWIFT address, CBE Teta. We also work with 16 international money transfer agents, out of which Tune and World Remit enable you to make direct deposits into our savings and current accounts or our popular CBE Burr mobile wallet. Commercial Bank of Ethiopia, the bank you can always rely on.
The National Rehabilitation Commission has been carrying out to reintegrate 75,000 ex-combatants across the country by the end of 2023, the commissioner disclosed. A one-day consultative meeting organized with a view to discuss the role of the media in implementing the disarmament, demobilization and reintegration DDR program took place on Wednesday. Opening the consultative meeting, National Rehabilitation Commissioner Teshome Toga said the meeting would explain the activities of the Commission and future cooperation with the media. The Commission is working to reintegrate 75,000 ex-combatants in 2023, of which 50,000 are found in Tigray region. According to Teshome, 371,971 ex-combatants have been identified thus far, and the budget needed could exceed the initial estimated $554 million. The Commission is expected to implement the DDR in 2 years, with a possibility of extension by the House of People's Representatives. The Ministry of Innovation and Technology has signed a Memorandum of Understanding that enables it to collaborate with Safaricom Ethiopia, Sumitomo Corporation and JICA in realizing the Digital Ethiopia 2025 strategy. The primary objective of the Memorandum of Understanding is to establish a joint working group for the realization of the government's program, Digital Ethiopia 2025. We have more from the Ethiopian News Agency.
By collaborating with Safaricom Ethiopia, Sumitomo Corporation and JICA, the Minister of Innovation and Technology plans to accelerate the development of innovative solutions through effective utilization of digital technologies. During the signing ceremony, Innovation and Technology Minister Belete Molla pointed out that Digital Ethiopia 2025 aims at realizing Digital Ethiopia and ensuring the country's digital economy to be inclusive. The CEO of Safaricom Ethiopia, Stanley Jorgi, also expressed his commitment to work for the digitization of Ethiopia.
This strategic partnership includes cooperation in development of digital infrastructure, enhancement of digital financial service, digital ID systems, and cybersecurity, strengthening of e-government and e-commerce, promotion of digital transformation in the education, agriculture, healthcare, and tourism sectors, and support for upgrading the regulatory environment. Also, these cooperations will be implemented based on the principles indicated in the Digital Ethiopia 2025 strategy.
Through our social contract, we will be playing our part in delivery of the Digital Ethiopia 2024 strategy, and at the same time, we'll be enabling businesses and people to communicate by calls, messaging, and the country. So we look forward to working together and bringing tangible results through supporting the government's initiatives that, if effectively executed, will transform lives of Ethiopians.
Signing the agreement, Sumitomo Corporation Africa Managing Director and Japan International Corporation Agency Special Advisor to the President expressed their commitment towards working in cooperation with for the digitalization of Ethiopia.
We have positioned Ethiopia as a priority country as it has a potential for significant growth in the future. And through enhancing our close relationship with Ministry of Innovation and Technology, JICA, and Safaricom Ethiopia, we'd like to contribute to transform lives for a digital future for all Ethiopian students, in line with the Digital Ethiopia 2025 strategy.
We'd like to make a commitment for the further development of Ethiopia in terms of not only the DX, but also the other field like health, agriculture, and education, and so forth. We believe this introduction of the new technology could speed up lifting up the social standard in the region in Ethiopia.
Today's strategic partnership includes cooperation in development of digital infrastructure, enhancement of digital financial services, digital ID system, and cybersecurity, strengthening of e-development and e-commerce, promotion of digital information in education, agriculture, healthcare, and tourism sectors, as well as support for upgrading the regulatory environment, it was learned.
The diplomatic cooperation between Africa and Russia is moving into a new phase, Ethiopia's ambassador to Russia, Cham Ugala, said. The Africa-Russia exhibit that depicts the historical and natural attractions of the African continent has been opened in Russia. African diplomats, journalists, and educational institutions that work on the relations between Africa and Russia were present during the opening ceremony of the two-week exhibition. Ambassador Chamugala, who spoke with Anna about the importance of the exhibition, said that the diplomatic cooperation between Africa and Russia is moving into a new phase. He stressed the need to disseminate information on the realities in Africa to the global community to correct the wrong narrative about the continent by strengthening cooperation between Africa and Russia in the media sector. The ambassador mentioned that the relationship between Africa and Russia has a long history, recalling that Russia was a major ally of Africa during the anti-colonial struggle. In business news, the Ministry of Mines has announced that activities are well underway to enable companies engaged in mineral exploration and production in the Tigray region resume operations soon. During the war in northern Ethiopia, various development activities, including the mining sector, were disrupted and suffered several damages. However, development activities and provision of services have been restored due to the stability created following the peace agreement. According to the Minister of State for Mines, Million Matthews, international companies that were engaged in mineral development and exploration in the region had faced challenges due to the war. However, he said there are opportunities now to restart mining exploration and development. The state minister recalled that some gold factories in the region previously produced up to 900 kilograms of gold and supplied it to the central market. He also said that they are working with the interim administration of the region to bring back those factories to their former production capacity. According to him, international mining companies, including Newmont, which is famous in the international gold mining sector in the region, have confirmed that they will resume their operations soon. The U.S. Transportation Security Administration, TSA, confirmed that Ethiopia has been implementing effective aviation safety activities based on international standards, calling the achievement exemplary for other African nations. A delegation of the Transportation Security Administration of U.S. observed the reform works of the headquarters of the Ethiopian Aviation Security, which is undertaking in Bole International Airport. The delegation also conducted a 3-day safety audit at Bole International Airport from 17th to 19th July. After its observation, the team stated that the Ethiopian Aviation Security Department has fulfilled all the safety regulatory requirements. The achievement would help the Ethiopian Airlines maintain its success as a competent and chosen operator in the world aviation industry, the delegation added.
Welcome to the land of origins.